Greeting Jankers, I am Jankrat, and this is a video on some emergent issues, bugs, and concerns with the game DC Dark Legion. I play DC Dark Legion all the time. It is a very safe and secure game, fun game, bug-free mostly. No more issues than any other game in the marketplace, really. There are a few things I'm going to talk about. One is fraudulent websites impersonating funplus.com. Two is chat logs and the temporary nature of messages in DCDL. And three is going to be the Guardian Challenge standby bug. Uh, the first thing to know on the fraudulent websites is that there are websites out there impersonating or attempting to impersonate the Fun Plus website and provide top-up services for the game DC Dark Legion. And what you should know about those websites is that while they might offer fantastic looking deals on harvest chests and other in-game items, those items are only for sale officially on the PC client if you go through the actual PC games client. If you go to the FunPlus website, you may only purchase Planet Coin directly. You cannot actually select any of those packages. If you mess up and you trust the wrong website with your username and password, you could end up with a world of fraud on your accounts. My credit rating is suffering. Don't let yours suffer. Only use the official FunPlus website. Preferably only initiate transactions through the actual game client itself. The next thing I want to talk about is the chat logs and the sort of transient nature of them in DC Dark Legion. What I mean by that is that chat logs, whether it be league chat, global chat, or your DMs, are not stored on any server for DC Dark Legion. They are stored in your temporary files on your device. And that means when you switch devices or when you clear temporary files or when the 3 to 7 day-ish expiry period ends, your message history is lost. That's important for several reasons. Number one is if somebody is abusing, harassing, or bullying you in DCDL using the text message systems, you should absolutely take a screenshot of the incident and then report it using the in-game report function, which is a little yellow exclamation mark that you can tap or click on the offending message itself. And the reason that's important is because once you've blocked a user, your temporary chat history with them is gone. And if you didn't screenshot it, you didn't report it, DCDL services and support are not going to be able to help you in dealing with whatever harassment or other issue that you're dealing with, and they're not going to be able to take any action against the offending user. The last thing I want to talk about is the Guardian Challenge standby bug, which isn't necessarily a bug so much as it is layers of misunderstandings on top of a small bug. And I'm going to try and make this as contained as possible, but it's also going to be a little detailed, so bear with me as I kind of ramble through it. When you are in the Guardian Challenge and you are looking at a production facility, a territory, city, whatever it is that you're attempting to attack or garrison, when you tap or click on that facility, you'll get a little window with a bunch of options, and one of those is a little eyeball. You click that eyeball, and it will show you the current attacking and defending status of whatever that facility or territory it is that you selected. The reason I'm telling you that is because that is where you will see not just the garrison troops who are attacking and the attacking troops who are coming in, but you'll also see the on deck section in the bottom left, where you will see usually a single vehicle, if available, waiting in standby mode to move in on the 3 or 4 or 5 garrison vehicles that your defenders have in place. That's important to know because that is the source of the occasional 4 of 3 or other kind of overrun on the numbers above the city on the garrisoned troops. So if you see a town, if you're looking at Gotham and it's got a 4 of 3 above it for the garrisoned, that is only 3 garrisoned airplanes and 1 on deck waiting. The next thing to know is that all of your vehicles that are littered around that town in standby mode that aren't drawing points are actually waiting to go on deck. That is why they are sitting there. It is up to you, once a city has been taken, whether or not you want to leave your attackers there in standby mode, where they can move into defending and garrisoning as garrisoned airplanes are knocked out by attackers. The only time that I can tell for certain that my aircraft is actually bugged in standby is when a territory, city, whatever changes hands. It goes from the attacker to the controller, or vice versa, and my vehicle is still sitting there. So if I was in standby mode, garrisoned around Gotham, and our garrison got cleared out, and the attackers won and took it over, and I'm still sitting there in standby mode, it's time to go. It's not necessarily that it's a bug, it's just that it's still waiting to pump you into that queue that kind of no longer exists until your attackers come back in and retake the territory, kick the other guys back out, and give you an opportunity to re-enter the deck. I think that might be the only portion of the system where there is kind of a bug, so watch out for that. The rest of it is actually just business as usual. Speaking of business as usual, I am going to get back to it on the pre-records, hopefully the lives, if my health holds up for it. So everybody stick with me on Jankrat streams on YouTube, Jankrat84 on Twitch. I'm going to have a lot more positive videos for DC Dark Legion, game guides, FAQs in the coming 5 to 7 days, and then a lot more content planned down the pipeline for the future. And please stop by my Discord community, our Discord community. It's something that we are trying to create where we can all meet, hang out, and spend time with each other, kind of away from the politics and the stress of DC Dark Legion. So thank you for checking out this video. There are more to come. Stay tuned.